Welcome guys, thank you so much for joining in. So what is happening right now with price action of Bitcoin? Because if you monitor the price structure right now, starting in a weekly time frame, the bulls are fighting back, and this is exactly what we wanted to see, because we were aware if we would have loosened the support from this 43,000 range, right, and also the support from this 50 weekly moving average, the price of Bitcoin could have turned very bearish. And why? Because if you have watched my video from yesterday, I showed you this one scenario that played out here in 2013, 2018, 2019, and also could be playing out here in 2021. This bearish scenario is still not invalid. We still have to monitor this time and again, because you can see before this actual downtrend happened, we had this similar price retracement, price finding support at this 50 weekly moving average, relief rally, and after that you can see we had another pullback type of scenario that brought us all the way towards the 200 weekly moving average before starting this new trend, right? Again, you can see from 2018, similar scenario, retracement before an actual trend reversal happened, retracement, found support at this 50 weekly moving average, relief rally, could not continue any higher, and after that, a pullback that brought us again, just like here from past Bitcoin price action, towards the 200 weekly moving average and started a new trend. Similarly, 2019, price before starting an actual movement here to the downside, we had this pullback, and this pullback also found support at this 50 weekly moving average, had a small relief rally, and again, along with this black swan event what we witnessed in 2020, the price saw another pullback that brought us towards the 200 weekly moving average before starting this new trend here. So, and if you look at this right now in 2020, 2021, you can see similar price movement also is occurring. I mean, the retracement, price finding support at this 50 weekly moving average, just like from here, relief rally after finding support at this 50 weekly moving average, relief rally, and this here was also a relief rally. And when we saw this pullback yesterday, we were very careful, and we were also showing that if we do lose the support from this 50 weekly moving average, the price of Bitcoin could do just like from past Bitcoin price action, a very bearish scenario that could bring the price around this 200 weekly moving average before again starting this new rally here to the upside. But as long as the support from this 50 weekly moving average is going to be there, which is around 38,713 area, and also the support that we broke yesterday, the resistance that we broke from this Fibonacci extension line, let me show you one more time from this swing low till this swing high, right? If you look at this Fibonacci price movement, you can see the 0.236, which was around 43,000 yesterday, was a strong line of resistance, but the bulls did defend it, and now we are above this 43,000 support line. This is also a very good sign, because if we could still remain above this 43,000, then I am going to expect more of a range bound type of scenario playing out between this 0.236 Fibonacci extension line that is lying around 52,000 to 43,000 price range here to the downward direction. So that's why guys, for us the most important thing is price of Bitcoin to stay above this 0.236 Fibonacci extension line. And I saw even a comment saying me, I'm showing you unnecessary Fibonacci price target and losing my credibility. The only reason why I'm showing you this Fibonacci extension line from here, right, when we started this new uptrend and also this downtrend, and now the only reason why I'm using this Fibonacci extension is to show you a potential upward price movement and not a movement here to the downside, because this Fibonacci extension line are used to measure the resistance and also the price target in an upward direction, because it usually indicates the price here is more likely going to continue to the upward direction, because you can see we still are holding the support from this 0.26 Fibonacci extension line and also support from this 50 weekly moving average. Let me show you again. If you look at this pattern within patterns, this chart here to the downside, this is called nested pullback. When we are starting a new rally here to the upside, right, you can see in our case this was a new uptrend, just like here, the point one trending market. Second is the pullback, and this is the pullback, and after this pullback you can see pullback begins move towards target. Why? Because this is an upward price movement scenario, because you can see here, after this 0.3 we start again slowly rallying it to the upside, and before this actual movement occurs at 0.4 area, you can see small pause in the nested pullback, because according to this scenario here, you can see the nested pullback, the pattern occurs when a consolidation or flag is enforced and is moving towards a target. And in our case, if you look at this bit differently, no problem. Let me show you here. Impulsive move, corrective move. And now this might be a small nested pullback as shown here in an example before a new rally starts taking place. Why? Because if you look at this simply by using this descending channel, you can see I'm using the logarithmic scale. Please don't forget that. This also looks like a flag. And according to this example, you can see when a consolidation or flag is in force and is in moving towards the target. So if this was a retracement right now, you can see price could be finding a strong support at this 50 weekly moving average, right? And also the upper line area of this falling channel or descending channel, because the same line was acting as a resistance in the past Bitcoin price action. So that's why unless we are not going to lose the support from this 50 weekly moving average and also the upper line area of this falling channel or descending channel, we could still expect some more range bound and price choosing an actual trend direction. So that is the reason why I was using this Fibonacci extension, because I wanted to show you guys some potential upward price movement and not the downward price movement, because according to this nested pattern or nested pullback, you can see after this small pause in the nested pullback, we again start this rally here to the upside. So this is the reason why I was using this Fibonacci extension line. So now let's also look at this price action in a daily time frame, guys. So now if you look at this price action of Bitcoin in a daily time frame, guys, yesterday I made it very clear. In a daily time frame, the price of Bitcoin was clearly showing a sign of weakness because this Williams alligator indicator started this crossover where the blue line started appearing at the top, green line at the bottom. At the same time, the MACD is in a negative territory and also a bearish MACD cross. RSI line below 50 level also in favor of bears, right? And also indicating the trend here is weakening. T3CCI already in negative territory. These indicators are clearly showing sign of weakness in a daily time frame, and also in the past Bitcoin price action, whenever this similar scenario has happened, I mean MACD confirming this crossover, the blue line appearing at the top, green line at the bottom, RSI line going below 50 line, and also this T3CCI in a negative territory. After that, we have seen a pullback type of scenario, right? You can see here crossover happened, blue line started appearing at the top, green line at the bottom, MACD in a negative territory, also a bearish MACD cross you can see here, right? RSI line started going below 50 level, and also the T3CCI started appearing in a negative territory. And after that, you can see the trend started weakening and also a price pullback scenario. So this here is exactly what we are also witnessing in price action of Bitcoin, because this type of scenario has happened again and again. I showed you yesterday, you can see here, right? Crossover, blue line started appearing at the top, green line at the bottom. And at the same time, MACD also had a bearish MACD cross and started in a negative territory, along with this RSI below 50 level and TTCCI in a negative. Same scenario happened again and again, and this is exactly that is also happening right now. And if you have watched my video properly, guys, you know I was also saying you this relief rally to happen at least towards this Williams alligator indicator, and only after breaking above this the trend can actually continue here to the upside. Why? Because this line here now is going to be one strong line of resistance that could be around 44,500 to 45,000 price range. Why? Because since the price here is below this Williams alligator indicator, if we are below it, the line is going to be a strong line of resistance. But if we are above it, you can see with each and every price pullback, these lines are going to be acting as a support. So in our case, this is a strong resistance line. So we don't want a rejection here and again a pullback to happen here for Bitcoin, because the indicators are still showing the price of Bitcoin in a daily time frame is weakening, right? And this is also one scenario we have to take into consideration. And now if you look at the price structure in a bit different way, also in a daily time frame, let me show you this very interesting chart, guys. Yesterday, if you have watched my video, we did talk about this broadening wedge, and in the past Bitcoin price action, this broadening wedge lower line was always the strongest line of support before we started this new rally here to the upside. But in our case, we were losing the grip here, right? You can see we were not able to find support, but now you can see this looks like some sort of a fake out, but we were aware this relief rally was expected at least towards this Williams alligator indicator. And now if this is an actual movement here to the upside, then maybe we could be actually finding a strong support around this price range, and also the bulls could be defending this support line. But be careful, guys, after this movement here to the upside, we should not forget that there are strong line of resistance lying around for Bitcoin. So we don't want to lose this grip also the second time, because if we do see this price again breaking below this support from the broadening wedge, then this is an actual sign of danger we should also take into consideration. But now let me also show you in a smaller time frame what kind of scenario could be playing out here for Bitcoin. So now if we look at this in a 4-hour time frame, guys, what I want to do is add this descending channel type of scenario that could be playing out here for Bitcoin price action. Because if you look at the price structure here, now we could be forming this lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern. So what we want here at any cost is price to break out of this upper line area of this falling channel or descending channel. If we do manage to break this resistance and flip it into support, then we are ready for this next movement here to the upward direction, guys, because the price after that does not have any resistance until we reach the 49,000, and maybe we could be also continuing this rally here to the upward direction. But for now, for us, the most important thing is to break out of this upper line area of this descending channel, because this upper line was a strong line of resistance, and also if you look to the downside, the lower line was a strong line of support for Bitcoin. So that's why we want the price to clearly break out of this upper line area of this falling channel or descending channel, because right now we are getting some sort of a rejection here. Why? Because we know if you take the Fibonacci retracement from this swing high to the swing low area, you can see here right now the area where we are finding rejection is this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement line, and according to this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement line, getting rejection around this area could be dangerous, because this could still be and dead cat bounce type of scenario, which we don't want to happen. Because if we do see a movement where we turn this resistance of 0.5 Fibonacci retracement line on $44,188 into support, then we could be actually expecting a move towards this 0.618 Fibonacci retracement line that is lying around 45,283, and also towards the top of the channel according to my analysis, before choosing an actual trend direction. Because not just only the upper line area of this descending channel is going to be a strong line of resistance, but also this Williams alligator indicator is also going to be a strong line of resistance we have to overcome. So if we do see a movement where we break out of this upper line area and stay above it, then this price movement of Bitcoin is also definitely going to close above this upper line area of this descending channel. So these are some of the scenarios I'd see right now looking at the price action of Bitcoin in a smaller time frame and also in a bigger time frame. If you enjoyed my work, then please hit the like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye, guys.